Later today, it's going to be more into shower mode as the day. I think it's going to be more of the winds, of course, that we're going to be dealing with in the afternoon hours. But you can see by that live picture there, if you looked at the lights, you could just see the sideways rain coming down.
Almost horizontal.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, definitely a wet shot there. So that's just indicating how strong the winds are. I mean, you know, the whole West Coast is getting impacted from the system that's moving in. I mean, all the way from Washington to Oregon, California, Northern California, even to Southern California, getting all this moisture that's moving down. I have relatives that live in Orland, which is just north of Sacramento, and they're preparing, you know, with the potential maybe 4 to 6 inches on the valley floor. So a lot of moisture out there. Looking outside here in Portland, we've been seeing some light rainfall, but the winds are, you know, a little bit lighter in areas. Now, we've seen some gusts about 20 miles per hour, and they are from the east, south, and east, and we've been seeing some moderate showers in the area. In fact, as we look at the latest radar, you can see some of the downpours down the I-5 corridor. These are all really trending to the north, so we're going to be in this moderate rain stage for the next couple of hours. Out east, still looking at some rain, basically just along the Washington-Oregon border. Pendleton, you saw some early showers just to your north, and then the further south we get down the I-5 corridor, again, Roseburg down towards Medford, getting some of this rainfall. So if you are traveling today anywhere along the west coast, you're going to have to prepare for a lot of rain and a lot of wind, and we're getting our wind from this system right here. It's a deepening area low pressure, deepening meaning it's strengthening, and it's going to make its way up the coast. It's basically going to parallel our coastline. So what that's going to do is enable the southerly winds wrapping around the system to really get going. And where you focus is, or the focus will be, generally is to the south and eastern part of the area low pressure. That's where the strongest winds usually occur, and we're going to be right in the bullseye of that. So the National Weather Service did issue the high wind warning yesterday, in effect for today. So it goes until 10 p.m. So I'm going to step out of the way here so you can see what we're going to be looking at. Coastal areas, mainly the higher terrain on the coastal areas, could see the highest gusts today. And we're talking, you know, 75 to 80 miles per hour. I think they're going to be isolated, but they're going to be out there. Valley areas anywhere from 40 to 55. Again, power outages will be likely in areas, and you really need to watch the trees also in your neighborhood, branches. If you're walking today, those things could fall, and you could get very hurt from that. Definitely walking the dogs, you got to watch out today. Out east, you're not out of the woods either. We have high wind warnings in effect Pendleton all the way down to Bend, Madras, gust to 55 easily for you, and then we also have wind advisories. So here's the planner for today. This morning, steady rainfall likely, a little bit of a breeze as the day goes on. Your winds are going to get stronger primarily in the afternoon, early evening hours with those gusts potentially maybe up to around 50 miles per hour. So breaking it down for you today, again, here's a reminder. Strongest winds are going to come in the afternoon and evening hours, early evening, I should say. Again, you got to watch for those power outages and damaged trees, maybe causing some structural damage too. So you want to have the batteries, you want to have the flashlights, you want to have the blankets handy in case you lose that power today. Make sure your cell phones are charged and even your computers as much as you can. So today the temperatures are going to end up in the 50s today. Winds will strengthen as the day goes on. Same for the valley as well. Gust of 55, potentially 60 for you in Salem, especially up here north. Going to be watching very closely. Kelso around 55, and again breezy and wet out east. 47 for you in Baker City, 61 in Pendleton. Notice the temperatures still above average. I mean, with the southerly wind, it's going to keep us warm through the gorge today. Windy and breezy, right about 50 degrees for the Dalles, and the snow level today right around 6,500 feet. Again, the higher terrain of the Cascades could get some of these higher gusts as well. 57 for Portland today with passing downpours. Again, winds will be increasing as the day goes on, but overnight tonight, those winds will start to lighten up. So that's the good news there. We'll end up right around 45 for the overnight low. Tomorrow, we start to see some improving conditions. 52 for tomorrow, a little bit cooler with a few showers out there. It does look dry for Saturday and Sunday. Rain returns into next week with cooler temperatures moving in, guys.
All right, we are prepared for what's ahead this afternoon with those winds.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
thank you, Riley.
And you've been watching an accident out there.
I've got a lot to tell you about. Let me first tell you about something that just came in, an accident on Greeley north of Going. So that's something that just happened near the Adidas campus.